promise you, if you walk with the good Lord, you be doing things that you never thought you would be doing. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're well.
We now interrupt this program for a brief introduction to our sponsor, the focus for the first minute and 30 seconds of the video. Whoopsie.
Say hi, Queenie. She's glorious. She's thick. Oh my goodness. Hey girl, right now I'm in the midst of a 40-day fast, which has been so far so good. I'm almost halfway, which is like insane. The grace of God is beyond me, and so I thought it would just be nice to do a video just talking about what I'm eating, how I meal prep, and how I think about groceries. I hope this can be of help to you if you are thinking about fasting for the first time, if you are on a fast and you want to get an inspiration of like what other people be eating during the fast, or if you're just curious and you're like, people be fasting, like people be willingly putting themselves through that. Yes, we do, and yes, it may seem crazy from an outsider looking in, but I promise you, if you walk with the good Lord, you be doing things that you never thought you would be doing. And you be like, this is not me. Like, what? Because praise or never. 40 days, okay? Like, what? Let me stop talking and let's get into all things food on a fast. Let's get into it, shall we, darling? Okay, starting with some kale. I normally get kale from the farmer's market that's like right up the street from me, but it's closed on Sundays, which was 50% off. I hope that's a good thing. We covered in the blood of Jesus, okay? Watermelon, which is like the perfect size for one person. Olive oil, just to restock on that. Green Goddess juice, which I use in some of the smoothies that I make. The only nuts I'm sort of eating right now are cashews. More vegetable broth for soups that we make. And vegetable stock because they were running out of vegetable broth. Kiwi, because that's always good. And that's it for that bag, y'all. Some bell pepper, some banana. For whatever reason, I've always not been a fan of just eating a banana by itself, but I do like them in things. Blueberries, some mushrooms, tomatoes. One of my favorite meals during this fast, which I pretty much have like every single day at this point, is squash with avocado and tomato. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I ain't even gonna hold you, y'all. The way that these veggies be tasted, it's like, I know I'm fasting, but why is this so good? Avocado, onion, grapes, squash. Me and butternut squash, we go together real bad. Some more apples and some more oranges. That is our weekly grocery haul. So on today's menu, we are just making a few sort of smatterings of like veggie centered things that we'll eat throughout the week. One thing that we make on a daily basis is a smoothie. So we have, again, our juice there, and I have frozen fruit that I'll use. I'll use banana, some spinach, kale, and just mix that up. What I have sort of prepped is like a lot of just like sides, with the main course being the soup. I'll make another batch of soup today. In addition to that, I'll have some cauliflower, broccoli, and mushroom like roasted together. Today, for the first time, I'm gonna make some cabbage, and that will be another sort of veggie that's there and ready throughout the week. I also have some Brussels sprouts that I got from last week. That makes the fast throughout the week so much easier for me. I'm just sort of going as the Holy Spirit leads and directs me in terms of what my cadence throughout this 40 days looks like. For the first 2 weeks, it's been for me no eating from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's been fruits and veggies the whole time. And then during those 2 weeks, I was fasting like 2 full days of no eating. Now I'm in a stage where it's a 6 to 9 eating window. That's what we're sort of been doing for the past week. We'll probably do that for another week, and then I definitely foresee probably some more full day fast. We may end the fast on just like a full 3-day no food fast. However, the good Lord leads is what we're sort of been going off of. It's been good, it's been challenging, it's been rewarding. Yeah, I am always honored when it's another day and I'm like, we're still here. We're still in this thing. We're still in this thing. Thank you, Jesus. Let's get to cooking. Cool. The other thing I wanted to show you was the smoothie. When I break my fast later tonight, we already have something that's prepped and ready for us to go. I find that to be ideal depending on how your body is, like when you're fasting for this extended period of time. Sometimes you may not be hungry in a given day, honestly, you just may not. Other times you may be really hungry. Either way, I find it's easier to already have something ready or to do minimal preparation. Anyways, now let's get to cutting. And that was just the stove going off telling me that it's preheated. So we're gonna get our veggies that need to go into the oven first. I think we're gonna start with the squash. What I like to do with the squash apple kale soup is to, and you don't have to do this, but I find it to make the actual cooking time go faster and I kind of like the flavor more, is to cut the squash up and then roast it first before I actually put it into the pot. By the time all of this is probably done, it'll be ready and then it's ready to go into the soup. As you can see, we have all of our squash nice and cut up, and so now we're gonna season. I find myself, depending on like the kind of flavor profile I'm going for, I may tend to go a little bit more on the all spicy, sort of nutmeggy, really giving more holiday vibe profile of the soup, or I may lean more towards like a saltier, like wholesome, hearty version. I think I'm feeling a little bit more hearty, so we're gonna lean into more of your standard type of seasonings, which for me, as you can tell, this is already almost gone. Garlic salt is a staple. With this, it's kind of hard to over season, so if this seems like a lot, just trust and believe that there's so much squash in here. Also gonna do some seasoned salt, some cayenne pepper, some allspice, some coriander, and some ginger. And not to forget some regular black pepper. Start with the black pepper. Look at how yummy that looks already. And then of course, a little soy sauce because it's always delicious. We'll drizzle some olive oil. And then I also like to put just a little bit of water just to help with the moisturization and make sure it doesn't get too dry. Now we do the fun part, mixing. All right, time to go into the oven. By the way, for my seasoning concoction for this mixture, it's pretty standard again. Black pepper, coriander, seasoned salt, and onion powder. And then my favorite seasoning on broccoli, cumin. Oh my goodness, it is so good. And then of course, some more soy sauce, black pepper, garlic salt, seasoning salt, black pepper, seasoned salt, and garlic salt. Like growing up, those were our trifecta. We didn't need nothing else. All you need is some black pepper, some garlic salt, and some Lowry seasoned salt, and that was all you needed. So it's so fun to see how those things continue to like be a staple in my repertoire of seasonings. So that was coriander. I'm gonna do a little bit of onion powder. That's another one. Onion powder is also a pretty big staple. Oh, is this the smell of cumin? Oh, it's so good. I love it. I love it on broccoli. It's so delicious. Dab it up with a little bit of soy sauce for just an extra enhancement. Olive oil, a little bit of water. Finally, we are gonna cut up some onion and some bell pepper and cabbage and get that also going on the stove. I'm still thinking about the best way going forward I can streamline all of these processes, and I think one of the things that I can do is grocery shopping on one day and maybe not cooking on that day, or if I do grocery shop, then I'm only cutting on that day and not cooking. You know, there's probably never gonna be a this is what I do all the time thing, but I think having a general idea of what the best flow for me is good. So normally when I cook cabbage, I make it the way that my mom has always made it, and her recipe is with some smoked turkey, and it's so delicious and it's so good. But obviously we are not doing any meat right now, so it is gonna be my first time having it this way. We're done cutting, yay! All right, we're gonna let this simmer for maybe like 15-20 minutes. First layer of cabbage. Round 2. Bad boy is almost done. Now I'm gonna leave it uncovered for another 5-10 minutes. And now that it's at this point, I'm going to add in the kale so that I can get a little wilted as well. I love all of the colors coming together. The green just makes it all more lively. Time has come. It is 7:20. It's been a full day of cooking, cleaning, house reset, like all the things. And it is time for me to actually sit down and reap the fruit of my labor. I already did a little taste test, and in terms of the flavors, I think if I could repeat this, I would be very happy. It does a nice job at combining the nutmeggy sort of cinnamony of the apple with a spiciness from the cayenne pepper and a still like an earthiness, a fullness from just like the other seasonings. So it feels really balanced in my opinion, and I think it's really delicious. If you do try this, let me know and let me know what you think. I will do my best by the grace of God to actually create a recipe card and share it with you in this video. So yes, check the description box below, okay? Period. Hello, okay. Present praise popping in here just to announce that our first of hopefully many to come newsletters are getting ready to come out, and it is called Gentle Considerations. Hopefully you're seeing something like this behind me right now, just giving you a little sneak peek of all the goodness that's in store. Essentially, this is going to be a monthly newsletter sharing advice, sharing tips, sharing just encouragement on things that I've tried, things that I've learned, things that have blessed me in my own journey with God, and things that I think can be helpful for others to learn and hear and share about, and also just to relate on, because it is a journey. It'll be sharing that, but also will include recipes like the recipe featured in today's video, particularly the squash soup recipe. We'll also be sharing books that I'm reading, homemaking things that I'm trying, doing a lot of gardening, DIY projects, house projects, like all that good stuff. So yeah, if that's of interest to you, then feel free to sign up below. So yeah, and I think that's all I have to say, but okay. See you, I don't know, bye. Why am I like this? Anyways, I'm gonna eat. I also have my smoothie, which, so good. Thank you for joining. I hope this was fun, good, entertaining, helpful. I'll see you around, I'm sure. Cheers. Yeah, more food. Thank you, Jesus.